Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about the sprint race that just happened for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Now, the race was won by Alex Marquez from Jorge Martin, Pecco Bagnaia, Enea Bastianini, Brad Binder, Jack Miller, Marco Bezzecchi, Johan Zarco, Luca Marini, Maverick Vinales, Franco Morbidelli, Aleix Espargaro, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Augusto Fernandez, Pol Espargaro, Fabio Quartararo, Raul Fernandez, Miguel Oliveira, Taka Nakagami, Iker Lecuona, Marc Marquez, Alvaro Bautista, and Joan Mir was the last one across the line. And to say Alex Marquez really deserved to win the race is a little bit of an understatement. He was absolutely mega today. Like, he had the pace. You could see that he was riding free, comfortable with the tires, and just making hay while the sun shined. He did have to battle to get the lead, and he did have to pass both championship contenders to take the lead, and he literally scarpered off when there was no sign of him for the others. Jorge Martin had a really strong race as well. Very patient at the start, I thought. The opening couple of laps, he was just bedding the tyres in, which is not really Martin-esque. But you could see he doesn't seem to be right in the way of the normal Jorge Martin. He just seems to be a little bit off. Pecco Bagnaia, again, strong race from Pecco today, but he just seemed to be riding very, very tight. You could see that the lines that he was using weren't really that flowing, so I wonder is the pressure getting to him. Was really strong getting pole position, which is rare for Pecco, but again, just seemed to be not at the races, a little bit too tight, etc. Really strong race from Bastianini. I was kind of laughing to see would Bastianini throw it up the inside of Pecco on the last lap. And, there's been a lot of talk about Bastianini being dumped out of the factory team and Jorge Martin brought in. He was definitely playing rear gunner for Pecco today. He could have passed him, in my opinion, but he didn't. Brad Binder nearly caught Enea Bastianini in the last corner. Really strong race from him. Did expect a little bit more, but again, the pace in the sprint race was so hot. It's very easy to burn the tires off. Jack Miller, again, solid showing for Jack, top six. Jack is not normally good on his tires. Malaysia is definitely going to be a track that will definitely push your tire management to the edge with the mixture of high speed, long turns, etc. But overall, good for Jack Miller. Marco Bezzecchi, again, seems to be a little bit off this weekend as well. His championship hopes and dreams are really kind of gone at this stage. Johan Zarco, a little bit anonymous today, if I'm honest. And same with Luca Marini. Maverick Vinales, again, didn't really see too much of him, but again, solid top 10 for him. Franco Morbidelli in 11th place, outshining Fabio Quartararo, which is a rarity, but it does happen. Aleix Espargaro, again, had a really rough day yesterday and Friday, and it's good to get the bike home in one piece. A little bit of a disappointing showing from Fabio Di Gianantonio as well. I kind of hope that he would push forward and get into the top 10 at least. A solid race for Augusto Fernandez, beating Pol Espargaro home. Fabio Quartararo came home in 16th. Not really too sure what his issues were. Maybe that the tire pressure and the front tire pressure did rise, and that was the end of him. We'll find out again later, I suppose. Raul Fernandez beating Miguel Oliveira again, which is always very important to beat your teammate. Taka Nakagami, again, solid race for him. Technically in 19th, but first Honda home. Iker Lecuona fairly close to him, to be fair. 9 seconds or so behind him, but that's not bad for a test rider. Marquez finished 21st. He did crash out and remounted, but again, his race was over at that point. Alvaro Bautista, not a bad showing, to be honest, but again, definitely needs to try and find something for tomorrow's race. Joan Mir finished behind Bautista, but he did crash also. All in all, I thought it was a pretty good sprint race. It kind of edged the seat stuff between Bastianini and Pecco. The guessing game, would he would he throw it up the inside within the last couple of laps, or would he be a company man and hold off? And I guess we found out what was happening there. Nearly got caught by Brad Binder, but the rider of the day for me, 100%, was Alex Marquez. He absolutely blitzed the two championship leaders and took a well-deserved race win. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. Who do you think was your rider of the day, and what do you think of Alex Marquez pace? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.